Okay, we are going to practice taking notes today by talking about a part of section 1.1. So in this class, we're going to be watching videos, and they're going to be introductions to the lesson. So I'll try to make them as short as possible. They'll probably be 10 minutes. But anyways, so what we're going to do today is we're going to practice taking notes based on just this one part. We've already talked about what line segments and rays and planes and undefined terms are. Again, these are in the book if you need to refresh your memory. But what I want to talk about, I want to dive deeper a little bit for a second and talk about some postulates. Postulates is a fancy schmancy word for something we can just accept to be true. We use postulates in proofs. Hooray! So this is going to be helping us for next chapter when we start doing proofs. So these numbers mean absolutely nothing to me. You do not have to memorize these numbers. But some postulates about the points, lines, and planes. The first postulate or truth that we accept is that through any 2 points there is exactly one line and only one line. So to test it, can you draw 2 different points and only draw one line? I can. So sweet. I'm going to accept that. What about this other one? Through any 3 non-collinear points, there's exactly one plane containing them. So there's a lot of vocab in this. Non-collinear, non means not, co means together, linear means line. So non-collinear means points that are not on the same line. So if I have 3 points that are not on the same line, boom, 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 I can't draw one straight line. Line is always straight. There's no squiggly lines in geometry. So if I can't draw a straight line through all of these 3 things, then there's going to exist one and only one plane, one dimension that, two-dimensional plane that contains those 3. So for example, if I draw 3 other planes like this, points like this, there's only one plane that will contain all of them. And remember, planes go on forever and ever and always. So think about it like drawing 3, don't actually do this, but think about drawing 2 things on your desk. Here's your desk. If you draw 3 points on them, the desk is the only surface that contains those points. There's no points floating above your desk or anything. Okay. And then the third one is if 2 points lie in a plane, then the line containing those 2 points lie in the plane. Okay, let's give this an example. Go ahead and take your pencil or whatever writing utensil you are and lie it down on your plane, and that plane will be your desk. So lay your pencil or your pen down on your desk. Is your pencil on your desk? Yes. Okay, so that's basically what number 3 is saying. Your pen or your line is not floating above the plane, it's actually in the plane, and those points are as well. Okay, so these postulates, I know that they seem simplistic, but it's important in geometry that we actually say these basically no-brainers, right? Like, duh, of course your pencil's on your desk. Okay, so here's some more postulates. If 2 lines intersect, then they intersect in exactly 1 point. This is one that maybe you guys aren't as familiar with, so let's try it out. Here's a line, and here's a line. Okay, so talking about the 2 red lines, where do they intersect, right? This is a point. It will be a point. So if they intersect, then they are going to only intersect in 1 point. Okay. And then another one is if 2 planes intersect, then they intersect in exactly 1 line. So planes, this is going to be a fun one. Here is 1 plane. You get to see my awesome art skills. Here is another plane, and then, and this actually should be, erase. No, they're not going to erase for me. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So here is my 1 piece of paper. Imagine it like 2 pieces of paper that are intersecting, okay? Where they intersect is right here. And that intersection is a line. It's not going to be a point. So when you have 2 lines that intersect, it's a point. When you have 2 planes intersect, it's a line. And I can show you another example in class. So postulates. There's some 5 postulates that are important and they're going to help us get started with proofs in geometry.